Hello everybody and welcome back to Satisfactory. I made a video that detailed what I was going to be doing with the factory, but I didn't publish it because I felt like, why would I make a video? It was only 12 minutes, but I just kind of went through the things that I thought were lacking in the factory and how we could fix them. And I was going to publish it and get your feedback, but I kind of know it needs to get done. Like, I know that there's a problem, and I'll tell you what the problem is here in a second. You probably already know what it is, but I know that there's a problem, and it just needs to get taken care of. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn off that miner for the concrete, because we're going to be expanding down this way a lot. And while that's happening, while we're waiting for this to disgorge itself, right? Because it's going to have 100 limestone in there. Let me tell you what the problem is. We have the miner Mark II that's going to produce 120 resources per second. These smelters only use 45 per minute. Let me go over here and look and make sure I'm going to be using the right units here. Yeah, so this is 120 per minute. That's going to double, right? Because this is not a Mark II, right? This one's going to double. So I'm not quite sure why. This one, normal extraction rate is 60 per minute. The normal extraction rate is 120 per minute. So 60 and 120. That's the miner Mark II. This, and right here it says miner Mark I, and it's already at 120 per minute, right? So there's something weird there. I think there's a bug. Let me go and make two. Let me go make two of the portable miners and then grab some of that steel encased whatever. And let me check something right quick before I commit too much to this. Hold on. There's one. There's two. And then we'll need the beam and or the steel encased concrete doodads. What am I doing up there? I've already forgotten. You know what's really heartbreaking? This is going to break your heart. Take 100 of those. This is going to break your heart. Is that I want to play this game right now because I have a really good idea about what I want to do, but I'm so anxious about doing it that I kind of don't even want to play. Isn't that horrible? Isn't it horrible to suffer from something where you want to do something, but you're like, you just like your mind says like, oh, let's not do it because it could suck, and I mean, usually I would just run away from this. All right, let's upgrade it. Is there any? Do I need to hook it back up to power? Nope. So we're done. Oh, before it starts doing its thing though, I'm gonna definitely dump that back in here. So now that's 240 per minute. Okay, so that's weird. Like, there we go. That's weird because the thing here specifically says it's 120 and that one's 60, but the first one is 120, right? So this one's 240. So let me explain my situation here. So 240 per minute, okay? 240 per minute. And then this one right here, boosted, does 45. That, I think that one's boosted too. Yeah. So not boosted, I think they do 30. Yeah, they do 30 per minute, not boosted. Okay. So 30, 30, and that one does 240. So that's 60, 240. You see what the problem is? So that this right here is overproducing so much compared to what these things can physically handle. So the reason why we're turning that off down there and we're going to rip up that big long conveyor belt is because we're going to be extending the lab, the factory, all the way down there. Okay, we're going to be putting in double the smelters, right? Because if that's 30 and that's 30 and that one does 240 and those are just 60, put another pair in, that'll be 120, and we'll put another pair in, That'll be 180, and we'll have to put another pair in just to get us up to 240. So we're going to be putting in a poo-poo ton more smelters. Why? Because we have 2 iron. We have 2 iron at this location. So we're going to be putting in, I think there's 4 here. I think my calculation was 12. That we're going to be putting in 12 more smelters just for the iron by itself. 12 more just for the iron by itself. So we'll be extending this a lot. The only good thing in all this is that because we're going to be moving the factory down, this long conveyor belt is no longer needed for the lime, for the construction stuff, because I'm sure by the time we're done, it's just going to move right out and be right there. Let's go ahead and grab some foundation and let's start moving this out. Especially, yeah, that one. Did I just screw that up? I sure did. I will never ever forget. I was watching The Deadliest Catch. I'm gonna swear here in a minute, so please, if you don't want to hear swearing, please tune out now. But I was watching The Deadliest Catch, and there's a pair of brothers. I think it's the Hillstrand brothers. They are the captains or the owners of the boat, the Time Bandit. And there's a bird in the way. Owner operators of the Time Bandit boat, and it just so happened that that year's season, crab season, was going to start on a Friday, and it was bad luck, or is bad luck, to leave port on a Friday. And the Hillstrand brothers decided that they were going to go ahead and do it, that they were just going to go ahead and leave port on that Friday. They were going to go ahead and start their season, while a lot of the other captains were like, no, we're not doing it. We'll leave at like 12 o'clock, 12:01 Saturday morning. Like we'll play it safe. So as they were leaving, something happened to the boat where like a freshwater pump or a saltwater pump stopped working, and this cooled the boat, or cooled the engine while the boat was underway. And you know, they had this little emergency, so they started like working on it. They fixed it, and the camera guy or somebody was like, are we still leaving like on Friday, even after that bad omen, you know? And it'll stay with me for hopefully till the day I die. But one of the brothers said, do you know what it means for guys like us to get off to a bad start? And the cameraman didn't say anything, and the brother said, not a goddamn thing. I've always liked that. What does it mean for guys like us to get off to a bad start? Not a goddamn thing. I think he was talking about how, like, if you're going to do something, you need to do it, you know? It doesn't matter what happens. Always forward. Okie dokie. So this right here ought to be empty. I think that's what we were doing with the Christmas stuff. And I'm done with the Christmas stuff. I got my tree. I'll probably be ripping it down. I really have no... or I really had like no limestone. Yeah, can I put that in there right quick? And you just... Nice. And you just kind of send it through. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got some copper ore. I got some of that. Yeah, I need to get some stuff out of my pockets. And then we're going to start putting it down. Now, what did I do here in my infinite wisdom? What did I do? I just randomly put down the smelters, I guess. Like that. Is that in line with the other smelters? I don't feel like it is. I feel like that's in line with them. But it won't say it. It's saying that that's... And they're all in line. How much room did I put in between them? I think I did that right. I think I put the 1, 2, and a bit. One, two, and a bit. Let's go grab some of that copper wire before I start on this, because I don't want to get halfway or down there and then have to come all the way back up. But that other video that I had made, I also went into kind of great detail about, I think I needed a wire too for something. I think I needed this right here, this cable for something. Yeah, I'm good. Can't remember what it was, but oh yeah, I went into great detail too about what I'm going to do here with how the ore feeds in. Like, we're not going to feed the ore in like this again, right? We're going to have a main bus for the ore, but a lot of things are going to be changing up. So there's one. Okay, there's one, there's two, and a bit. And see that one right there, like now it's saying like, hey, you're doing it from the middle, but that one right there is also lined up. So I'm just gonna go off this guy. So there's one. That's gonna be a pain. All right, there's one down. There's one, two, there's a bit. So there's two, I need 12 more, so I need 10 more past that. So one, and then a bit. 9 more to go. Those are all lined up. Yep, looks good. It really kind of is not imperative that they're all like 100% lined up on the dot, but it kind of is, because I'm going to be the way that we're going to feed them in, it has to be this is actually a really important light pole. I have no concrete. Who would have thought? This is just the concrete stuff from before. And yes, I'm aware that I don't have any concrete production. So you are a rather important light pole. You, then you. Where do you go to? You go to nothing. You go to nothing. Okay, bypass that, no problem. Okay, so the smelter. There's one. There's two, and a bit. Perfect. I've lost count about how many new ones that was. I think that we have 7 more to go. And a bit. And a bit. I'm now just doing like every other I'm not just doing like one like one whole block. I'm just giving them one whole block. I was giving them one whole block and a bit, but I'm just gonna give them one whole block. And it doesn't really matter how many I put in, because we're gonna be using them for the concrete as well. So can I get one more in here? Let's just count how many new ones that is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it was almost all that we need. That was almost it. We need one more, and then we need to put 2 more for the concrete for this guy down here. And I hate that we're gonna have to put it over this part of the landscape. Okay. For those of you out there who are watching this series and you were like, one of these days he's gonna learn. Like, one of these days he's finally gonna be like, I gotta overproduce. Like, I have got to make a lot more than I am making. I think your time has come. And of course, all the, like, I can't even hook this up. I'm just building it. And I'm putting the infrastructure down because of course I can't hook it up. I don't have the power to run all these. So all this production increase is going to have to translate to power increase eventually. I can put these a little bit closer together because the concrete, excuse me, I don't mean to cough in your ear. I've had 4 days off from work and I have felt pretty okay all those days from work, but now I have to go back and I feel like I'm getting sick, or I was sick, but now like I'm really kind of like my body fought it for as long as it could. You know what, let's not do that. Let's bring up fought it for as long as it could without like me coughing and hacking, and now my body's like, that's it. Now we're coughing and hacking. That up, that up, that up. And then let's go here to this. Let's have a splitter. And really, I think that's how I want to do it. Okay. Did I do that thing where I screwed up the splitter? I hate that. The splitter. So it's going to come in and go out that way. I don't know. Yeah, that should be it. I put them all in backwards. Every single friggin' one of these is in backwards. I put them all in backwards. Every single one is in backwards. I cannot believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I can believe that I put every single one of the new ones in backwards. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. That's painful. That is painful. Yeah, so there we go. Well, at least now I can just do it by doing just one over. So yeah, do that, and then we'll have one over, and then yeah, at least now it'll be. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. I've always been somebody who I get excited and then I just kind of do it. I screw myself over, so I can 100% believe that I just spent all that time putting them in backwards. Well, now I don't have to worry about the spacing. It'd be nice if I just put that row in so I could walk down there on this and not have to worry about the. It'd also be nice if I could figure out how to hold down and like build like all of them at once and not have to do this. All right. Wow. Sometimes I wish my dad would watch my videos, so he'd be like, man, my kid, he can play them video games. I mean, I know it's a dumb thing to be excited about, but that's what a wish is for, right? And then sometimes I'm happy he doesn't, just so he'd be like, what? Am I screwing this up? Nope. This is okay. Look how easy this is going now. It's just gonna do itself, you know? Boom, boom, boom. And look, we skipped that one, and here's, I guess it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That skull thing, I guess, is going to mark the difference between the metal and the metal production, and then like this production, the concrete production. Okie dokie. Logistics splitter. Come in that way, go out that way. Perfect. Perfect. And now, in front of every single one of these, we're going to do splitter, but it has to go, yep, in from the right. And then we need to get more plates. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. And I am going to rip out the thing over there that like increases the slugs. I'm going to rip the slugs out of those. Gonna rip them out. Perfect. See, I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna get sick at work and they're gonna be like, guess who's going home? Well, they probably won't. They'll be like, we don't care. You know what? Let's talk about politics, and you can yell at me all you want in the comments, because I mean I have 80 subscribers. What do I have to lose, right? Let's talk about politics. I really disliked how Trump did the pandemic, like how he handled it. Just because you tell people like, we're not going to test, therefore we're not going to have a lot of cases. You're still going to have the cases, you just don't know you have the cases. You know what I'm saying? Like, ignorance isn't bliss. Like, people are still going to be suffering. And yeah, like the rest of the world, you can be like, well, we don't have any infections, but the rest of the world, I mean, they're going to figure it out, right? And like, I don't even know what the point would be in like not testing, so you wouldn't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like Trump is the type of guy who makes bad decisions sometimes, or does stuff that doesn't really work out, and instead of kind of facing that, he just is like, well, if we don't talk about it, it never happened. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess, right? I'm gonna go ahead and rip this stuff up now too, which stinks. Maybe I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do what I did before. I'm gonna turn off their power. I'm gonna let them disgorge all their ore, and then I'm going to rip that up and then redo it. Now I thought Biden was gonna do better, and I really wanted Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is my guy, and I really wanted him handling the pandemic. But Biden is doing horrible. I mean, he's doing bad. Like stimulus checks, that used to be a thing. You were double booked? Like, you had double? Look at that. I think he had double somehow. That's weird. And then now the copper thing over there is turned off. Interesting. Yeah. That's weird. The copper thing had clicked onto this thing somehow, and then this thing had clicked onto a pole. I didn't think they could do that. Are you done? Yeah, he's done disgorging all his stuff. Good, 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 good. We'll wait till this gets done here, then we'll rip it all up. That way I don't have to have copper ore in my, or iron ore in my inventory. Coming out. You done? Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, get rid of that. And then get rid of that. And then we're going to continue the splitter thing. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, comes in from that way. Perfect. Comes in from this way. Perfect. Yeah, but he just didn't do a good, or he's not doing a good job, and it really breaks my heart. I thought he was really going to be like for, like, getting people, you know, more stimulus money so that they didn't have to go to work at a place that was treating them bad. I really thought he was gonna, like, help with the testing, and the testing got better. You know, like, now you can go to a lot of places and get free testing. But what's his name? Mitt Romney said it best when he said that Joe Biden wasn't nominated by the Democratic Party to fix anything. He was nominated to stop Trump. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, the Democratic Party didn't run on a platform of, hey, this is what we're going to do better. It's just, we got to stop Trump because he's a crazy person. And look, I mean, now, no matter how you feel about Trump, like, him having, like, personal conversations with Russia, like, that's not a good thing, you know? As an American president, you can't do that. You can't cut some people out of the loop. I mean, go to any board of directors, you know, every board of directors on the face of the planet, it's gonna be like, yeah, you're not gonna ever talk to another CEO of another company, like a competitor, like behind the company's back. Like, you're always gonna have somebody else in the room, and we're gonna be 100% aware of, like, what you're talking about. Like, that's never gonna happen. And, like, he does it. People are like, no, man, it's fine. Fine. Trust me, it's fine. He's talking to him about, you know, how good we are, how bad Russia is. I don't know. Go ahead and turn that on again. And I know you guys aren't running, but, you know. Oh, hey. Oh, you don't smelt. That's right. You go right into a constructor. My bad. So those right there can pretty much be right next to each other. They don't have to be. Yeah. Those things don't have to be separated at all. Really. That. And then let's do the splitter. Like, we want to do the splitter here. It's going to come in from that side and go directly into there. Yep. Go ahead and rip that up. I sometimes when I'm on Reddit, I'll see, like, posts that people put up, and they'll put up, like, a post, man falls out of bed and breaks leg, you know. Why can't I put concrete in there? Oh, limestone. Yes, put the limestone in there. Perfect. Make concrete, please and thank you. Okay, perfect. And then we'll hook that up to power and we'll get that going. I forget what I was saying. Oh, Reddit. Like, I'll see these posts about, like, something that someone does. It's kind of dumb, you know. Usually it's the win stupid prizes subreddit. But I comment a lot, like, what did we learn? So just thinking about Biden and all that bullshit. What did we learn? Nothing. Okay, now what I would like to do is I want to start the main bus right here. Ooh, not right here. Probably all the way back out that way. But just for right now, just for the sake of getting more concrete up and running, let's go ahead and get that guy going, and then let's just move him. Geez, I kind of don't want to do it like, because I'm going to have stuff come out this way. Yeah. I mean, just for right now, just to get more concrete going, we'll do this. Is this straight here? I think I ripped up everything to do the concrete, by the way. Yeah, I think I ripped up the Oh no, we're getting concrete. All we have to do is tie it in here. Where's the straight? Yeah, we gotta tie it into this, and we'll be back in the concrete making business. There we go. And there we go. We'll start producing those things again, whatever they're called, the encased yada yada yadas. Okay. So it's not even going to be this, to tell you the honest truth, because that one's going to get ripped up too. So it's not going to be this, it's going to be that. We take that out. It's going to take that out. And then it's not going to be a, it is going to be a splitter. It is going to be a splitter. It's going to be a weird split because this one's going to come in and go out that way and that way, right? And this one is going to come in to the right and go, no, this one's going to come in from here and go into the right. That one has to receive. So there needs to be a merge. We can do this. And then all the way down there we can put a merge somewhere. So let's rip that up. And let's bring that into there, and then that into there. And then that into there. Then out to in. Out to in. To in. Out to in. Out to in. Out to in. And just imagine if you had like robots that could do this for you and you didn't have to like physically go down here and do all this. Man. Satisfactory, you gotta get a playbook from Factorio, brother. It's like multiplication, right? That's repetitive adding. Needs to be a... Oh, we've only got one more to go. There we go. Perfect. So now the idea is that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So right here we can put in a merge. Like right here I can put it in a merge block. Where it comes in from the right and it comes in from here. Okay. And then this one, this second one, this one can come right up here. Let's go ahead and turn that one back on, by the way. Turn that back on. And can I upgrade you to the Mark II? Do I have everything I need? No, I need one more portable miner. Let's go make one more portable miner, then we're gonna upgrade that to the Mark II. Boom. Got it. And it keeps the power on and everything, and all it does is go into its startup sequence one more time. Really cool startup sequence, and I do like how they don't immediately start producing their thing. Like they have a second where they gotta do something. I like that. There it comes. And then of course, if I have it in me, do I? Just enough to make that 3. So that just comes screaming out of there, man. Just zoom. And then I think I can do, I have a lot for, yeah, I can do all these Mark II. All those Mark II. At least Mark II. And then them feeding into the deals, I can make those Mark II as well, but I can just get this done right now. And there's our new one. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, why didn't you just do Mark II when you first came down this way? And that's because I'm an idiot. That's why. Didn't see that coming, did ya? You're just like, man, this guy will never call himself an idiot. You don't know me. Boom, boom. Anything for subscribers. We're at 80 subscribers when I'm making this video, man. You know how awesome that is? We just get a handful more subscribers. We get 20 more. We get our own unique URL. Oh, our own unique URL. So cool. That's how you know you've made it. And boom. There we go. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that's not going to be efficient. It is, because this thing is eventually going to get full up. Like eventually it's going to get, look at this, boom, 100 already. So now it's not going to take in near as many ores as it was taking in. So now the line, like now we just go further down the line till this one gets full up. And then when that one gets full up, it'll send some more down the line. So over a long period of time, we will get down there. Like we will get them saturated. But this one, I kind of want to stack it. Can I do my first stack here? Can I make a stack happen? I'll put it like right there in between, and then send it down on top of this. I just do that and then. I mean, I'm putting it in the middle of this, so I hope so. And then this will be the last one. It'll come off here. Now let's see if I can somehow... I'll probably have to rip that up, to tell you the truth. Get that out, get that out. When it comes out here, I'll probably have to raise it up a level. Then over to that. Then, oops. Yep, then from there to that one, but that's okay. It's telling me that it's clipping through it's clipping through the splitters, but I think I'll be okay. And I want it to come off. How fast can you come off? That doesn't seem too bad. Can that... Oh. Okay. And then let's give that other miner some energy, and let's just kind of see how it goes. And I don't think I'm going to have enough for a Mark III conveyor belt. No, I probably can do Mark II. I know, I don't know why I didn't do Mark II just to begin with. I know. But then there's a ton of ore coming up, down this way. You only have a handful of ore making its way down here to the other machines. Let's just see how this goes. Will it merge? Yes, merges just fine. Look at that. How lovely. How lovely. Now I can just imagine all these being on and running. And yeah, we would have peak production. We would have as many, you know, this is as many melters as those two miners can run at level 2. They can run 16 without being buffed. Without being buffed. They can run 16, I think. So now that we have that done, the next obvious thing, of course, is going to be to get the power situated and to move those down. And once we get those moved down and the power situated, then this right here can be turned on, and we'll start the next part of the project, which is the main bus. Is the second part. I think that looks pretty good, don't you? I think it looks pretty nice. And then eventually this right here is just going to get backed up. Is this waiting? This one is waiting. Yeah, it does wait, but this one is overclocked. Let's just take that out, because it doesn't need to be overclocked if it's not going to have enough, if it's not saturated. So we'll just take that out. We'll take that out. We'll take this one out here. So they all should just be running normal then. Are my calculations incorrect? Should I have that miner merge like closer to the front here? I don't believe so, because it's going to be generating so many ores. That, I mean, it's going to be, it needs its own rack. It comes in here and goes in there. Yeah, those are all filled up now, so this should be backing up. You're gonna stop here? You're gonna fill up? You're gonna back up? You're still taking, huh? Interesting. These things I think hold like 10. I think these hold like 10 on their own. So like they'll disappear in there, even though they're not going anywhere, until there's 10 on the inside, and then I think they'll stop. Maybe it's like 5,000. Oh, nope, there we go. Now it's gonna stop. Perfect. Well, those are all green. I don't see them turning yellow anymore. So I feel like now they're... Yeah, they get 178. There's 3. Oh, maybe it's that thing again where it's just not coming out fast enough. No, they hold 100. 75%. Holding steady at 75%. 85%. Maybe my calculations were wrong. I hope not. Maybe it just has to be level 3 belt. Does the belt say how much it... 207. Oh, okay. So yeah, so if this thing's going to be producing 270, it does 240. Okay, and then that belt moves 270 a minute, and then this one does 120 per minute. So if I upgraded the belt, what do I need to upgrade the belt 3? What is it? It's the beams, the steel beams. Let me go see if I have a bunch of steel beams. If I have over 400 steel beams, then I'll try doing this. But if I don't have at least 400, then I won't upgrade them. Because if I can't get those 4 running at peak efficiency, then I don't know what I think I'm going to do with the other stuff. Oh my, yeah, okay. I got steel beams. Okay. How many of these do I have? Just 80. We stopped concrete production for a little bit, so that's on me for having so few. Okay. Go back up here and see if I can't figure this out. I thought my calculations were spot on. I thought we were good. I thought that thing would produce so much that it would not in any way, shape, form, or fashion be left wanting. But here we are. Maybe this thing just needs to be, maybe it's just these things in the middle need to be super good. Try that. Just see how that goes. Oh, kidoki. That's fast. Okay, so that now has 100 ore in it, and that's one I put 100 ore into. This one has 100 ore in it. That's the one I put 100 ore into. That one now has 100 ore in it, and I put 100 into that. That has 78, 81. Yes. Okay, so there we go. Those are all operating at 100% efficiency. Cool. But I think it was that we need to have level 3 belts, because level 3 belts are going to be able to facilitate the 240, which makes sense, right? My calculations were based on 240 being available per second, and if the belt was only making available 120 per second, then we were getting half. We were getting half of what I thought we would get per second. Okay. Cool. What are you guys? Oh, you're new. That's why you have the red light. Cool. So it is going to need to be belt 3. Or I guess it needs to be belt 3 for everything, like even these little things here, but those cost 3. I don't know. I'm gonna do this, because this right here is gonna make available the 270 per minute, and then the little ones, they can do 120 per minute, because if you think about it, like this. You're gonna do iron. It's gonna be sucking in 30 per minute. So this belt just needs to give 30, at least 30 per minute, right? So probably I could have done away with just level 1 belts here instead of level 2, because if this one produces 30 per second for a level 1 belt, but it needs to have at least 270 coming in to make that happen. So yeah, we'll do level 3 belt here, and then the stuff in between I think can just be level 2. I think it'll be fine. And like I said, I bet it could have even been level 1 too, and it wouldn't have been we would have been okay. All right, so there we go. There's that video done. 50-minute video is about right. Can't wait to get the power situated in the next video, and then get all this stuff turned on, and then get the main bus organized. Now that we have, I think it's 18. I think it's 18. I think we did 12 plus 4, so 16. I don't even know. You know, there's so many. It'd be cool if you could put signs up. So 1, 2. Let's count the lights. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, can't do that. They blend into 1. 1, 2, 3. How many times do we have to jump? 4. We had 4, so that's gonna be 5, and we did 12, so it's gonna be 16. It's gonna be 16. So half of those, so 8 are gonna be doing steel plates, and 8 are gonna be doing rods. 4 rods are gonna just be going into like regular rods, and then the other 4 rods are gonna be turned into screws, and then all the plate, it's just gonna be steel plate. Right, so we're gonna have one more layer of constructor right here that I can put down, and then I'm gonna have to move this belt over. I'll have to fill in that over there, and then move this belt over 1. Or if I'm gonna have this big opening like I did here, right, like this big opening, I could just turn that belt and run it up, and then just run it all the way to the length of the deal. here, or I mean that would be the start of the bus. No, I'm going to keep it running out there because the main bus is going to start somewhere. I'm probably going to do the same thing where I have the Connex containers going all the way down. So the main bus will probably start somewhere right here for the steel, and then copper's going to have a different main bus. But like right here, all this for the steel will be the main bus. It'll come in through here. I'll have to get rid of my ramp. Yeah, there we go. There's that video done, and then we're understanding a lot more about the belts. We're understanding about how the arithmetic works here. So my calculations were correct, but the throughput, we had to have belts that at least made 270. And then the belts going from the splitters into the machine, they don't have to be 270 because the machines are only going to be eating 30 per second. So, pretty happy with that. There we go. All level 3. All level 3. Man, I just want to keep playing, but I do have work in the morning. I really want to turn on some of these other factories, but they're not ready to go yet. Max production is 500. I'm assuming 300. Nice. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a great... You know what? We'll end it. Maybe doing some research here. Not the holiday event. The sulfur. Gotta make more of that. I feel like we found more sulfur. No, we found more of that weird ore stuff. And then there's the quartz tray. Power slug. I haven't seen a purple power slug yet. I haven't seen those berries either. Can we make 50 of those? I don't even think we have 50. I have 79, and then there's 100. Yeah, I can make 50. I'll make 50 right quick, and I'll do that. Then we'll end the video. We'll do it the old-fashioned way, unless it's going to take forever. It only takes 4 per tick. We just need 50. So you remember when we were doing this? Oh man, that was a long time ago. So annoying having to stand here and just hold this button. Ugh. But we got there. We got there. I wonder what these wonder what this is going to be used for. This is the first element that I don't think is real. I think all the other elements are pretty realistic. Oh, hold on here. We can't. It takes 3 to make 1. Yeah, we don't have enough. We thought we need 10 more to get there. We need 30 more. Rip. Well, that's kind of fun. We did that a little bit. Memory lane. Let's put that back. Let's put those up. Meat, the alien organs, put it up. The candy cane I just don't need. That I don't need. There's copper ore. That needs to go in the copper ore box. Everything else I think is important. Yep. Let's go to the ore box, right click, and throw some stuff in there. Boop. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Doesn't that look a lot better than having those weird, like, V things popping out? I think it looks so much better. And you go up here and you can stand. Ooh! It's moving, but it's not moving. That's fun. There's actually a mod, or not a mod, there's actually something you can get in Factorio that stops you from moving on the belt. It like cancels out the belt's motion. That was pretty cool. And don't even get me thinking about whether or not these things are running at... No, that thing's just running at 50% capacity. This thing's not producing enough for it to have. I guess that's why I put this thing in. But that would screw up my deal. I put this in. So yeah, these things are only running at 50%. I gotta go. I'm gonna sit here all day and just talk and admire things. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.